if we're all part of the Agile community together. So I'm excited to share with you my journey, my perspective in this session that we're going to partake in together called Improvising to Agility. So as we, kicked off a second ago, my name is Missy Moreno. It's so nice to meet you. I'm available for you this whole entire session. My phone is away. I'm present with you. I'm in the moment. When we talk about being in the moment, we're not necessarily in it, but I'm just bringing our awareness to right now so that we can partake with each other. And just as Diana encouraged, this is absolutely if you can, or if I don't care where you are, my background, if I unblurred it, you would be like, oh my gosh, like it's my crazy office behind me. What's more important to me is just being with each of you. Like we were brought here to be together for this moment, and I'd love to get the most out of our time together. So yeah, please jump on video if you'd like. That would be awesome. But if not, we'll work our way around it. You're in a safe space, which I'll get to in a minute. So my name's Missy Moreno. If you could all introduce yourself at the same time on the count of 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Hi. Oh, wow.
Jenna.
Nice to meet you. Okay, great. Wow. So nice to meet you all. That was awesome. I feel like I've known you for years. So let me just set the tone for the agenda for tonight. We're going to start with the hello. We just did that. Nailed it. Look how far we're getting. We're going to do some agreements for this session, since it is one where I'm asking you to be brave to your comfort level, but get wild. It's Thursday. Air horn. So let's live it up. We're going to do a warm up, and all of those ingredients equals yay for our first section together. Then we're going to do a quick dive into what is improv. Then we're going to agile connect those pieces. Then we're going to have something I called this in a really long sentence. We're going to collaborate an agile improv lab. I don't know what that is, but we're going to live it together. And then we're going to retro takeaway, kind of like chill at the end, unpack some stuff. I just used 2 big buzzwords. So obviously this is going to be professional. No, we're going to just articulate what we just learned, what we experienced, so that we can all be better humans. I am just being here and with you all. So everything we do in life makes us a little better each second of the way, right, friends? Cool beans. Absolutely. So let me dive in here. And I have to say, I'm going to set up some working agreements, which is probably my favorite thing about being a Scrum Master and an Agile coach, is helping set these parameters. And one of the foundations that got me to this, so I'm going to be yappy at the top here, but then I'm going to be like doing stuff. And I want you to join me in that. Working agreements have been helpful in Agile, Scrum, and any of our teams we're organizing, people we're leading. My background, though, has not been in tech my whole life. I come from an educational background where I was a teacher of the performing arts for near a decade here in Pittsburgh, and in Chicago, where I lived for a chunk of time. And while a student in any artistic endeavor, we have these like agreements we adhere to. And then honestly, I've done so much customer service, which I'm sure some of you have, because we're people, if we're in this whole agile leadership thing. And having parameters and boundaries make the world an amazing, happy, cool, wonderful place. And that's where creation can be the freest and collaboration can be pure. So that's what I wanted to bring to you tonight. Circle Y or N, like our middle school notes, on if you agree to be open tonight, asking you to just entertain something new, entertain something in your mind and body and breath, and with others that you may not know. Take an adventure with yourself and me and us. We'll respect each other. Any words said, any choices made, any new activity, we're just going to respect. Hey, I'm going to dive into something new, keep our language school appropriate, as I would say to the kids. We're going to focus. Like, it's so easy to be like, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to check IMDb or Twitter to see what people are doing out there, right? But this is just a small slice of time we get to be together. So I'm going to give you my focus, and I'm going to have courage to say the things that are in my mind and how I'm feeling in this moment. And, you know, I am going to have the courage to lead you in things I've never done before. And I'm going to ask you to join in any way that's happy for you. And then we're just going to commit to like, we're here, we're doing this, we're succeeding in life, freeze frame. Anyways, so I hope that we can all agree to those working agreements. And I'm sure this is things you do on your Scrum teams, day one evs. And by the way, did that sound like the Scrum values? Because they were. We use them in improv too. Another side of a working agreement, I'm just pulling from another good old oldie but a goodie, the good old manifesto, which I'm going to refer to because when I learned of text, and I guess now anywhere that Agile can be lived and Scrum as one framework can be applied, I was blown away that this was a living, breathing, you know, idea and way of being. Because again, I examined this, lived this in the art world. And so I was like, that's a thing. So exciting. So I want us to be able to, we're going to be here with individuals and we're going to be with our interactions as opposed to any other distraction. We're going to come up with working agility as if it's our working software by the end of this, like new ways to work being this. We're going to collaborate and we're going to respond to the change. I'm going to be coming at you with change, with new things that I want you to examine and explore based on your own, wherever you're at today. It's all cool. I'm your cheerleader today. So these are things I need when I'm on a stage with my friends, or I'm on a stage with people I don't know, or I'm in front of audience members I don't know. When I'm on a new Scrum team and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's like 8 people I've never met all staring at me. When I practice these things, it's like, so here we go. Round 1 for that. Sweet or savory? Where are we at? Everyone, please reply. Please dive in and let me know where you're at.
Savory.
Sweet.
Savory.
Sweet.
I'm a salt girl all the way. Salt.
Okay. I'm hearing a lot of savories. Where are my sweet people at?
I think I was drowned out there. I'm going to go get a donut and feel better about that.
Yes, I'm a sweet person myself. Okay. And if you have a compelling reason to sway us, please feel free to get on a soapbox and lead us home. I wish I could. Go ahead.
Savory makes me want to eat the sweet. I'm not a sweet tooth at all, but like when I do the salt and I'm like heavy on the savory, it makes me have my cravings. So like a good key lime in Florida, I gotta do it.
Question, is anyone on the fence and is truly like, I love both equally? Okay, we are a divided group. Sounds good. Salt versus sugar. Okay, next one. Are you a call or text person? Which do you prefer?
Cool. Text.
Text.
Okay. All right. Wow, we're pretty 50-50 there. Can someone maybe help me tally? Some people, let me, I want to know some numbers here. I need some empirical data, y'all.
Okay.
Jenna, what were you? Call or text?
I was a text. Please don't call me. It will go right to voicemail. I love you, but not right now.
Same. Okay. I'm going to literally keep a tally. All right, Michael, what are you?
Call.
Your
call?
Yep.
Me too.
Oh, good for you. Daisha, call or text? Or Alex?
I'd say call.
All right. Wow. Okay, Carolina, call or text?
Text.
Text. Are you also, it'll go to voicemail person?
Yes.
Yeah, I hear you. I can agree with that. Diana, you were text, yeah?
I'm text, but it's funny, like something like this, and with my peers and when I'm working, I'm so into the video and being like in person,
Ooh,
right? But the personal calls, like my mom, or like things like that, I like the option. I like the option.
Both.
I'm both. Yeah, I would say I'm both.
Sounds good. Storm, call or text?
Call. I love to talk to people. I miss people's voices.
Oh, okay. Beautiful. Renee?
Text.
Yeah,
100%.
I love
Even
it.
my
Okay.
parents.
Beautiful. Grace, call or text?
Text.
You're a text. Okay. Who did I miss? All right, feel free to pipe in. Jessica, call or text? Is she writing in the chat? Text.
Oh, I'm a call person. I think there's 4 of us.
Believe it or not. Oh, crud. I'm a text. I don't know. It depends on the day. That was 5 to 4. Yep, everybody. So when Carolina pipes on, we won't do this every round, but look at the odds. Interesting. Let's see if we are driver or passenger. Which do people prefer?
Driver.
Drivers.
Passenger.
Passenger.
Driver.
Michael.
Driver.
All right, Grace.
Passenger.
Oh, yeah, I'm a passenger. My dream is when I'm rich and I'm filthy famous, or filthy rich and famous. I want a driver. That'd be so cool. All right, cool. How about, are you a go out or are you a stay in?
That's a tough one. I want to be invited,
Oh.
but I don't want to always show up. But I want the invitation.
Yeah. It depends on who and where we're going.
It's the empath in me, right? I want the invite, but I don't know if I'm going to show up. Maybe.
Yes. What else? Anyone who's hardcore on one side or the other? We're all a little bit of both on this. Yeah,
Yes.
that checks out. All right, horror or comedy? And I chose this.
Oh,
Is this picture scary or funny or both? I'm thinking both.
Both. I hate clowns. Hate them. Scares me. But I'm a horror girl. I love horror movies. It's my
Okay.
binge. It's
Any
my
other
binge.
horrors?
I like both.
I'm a horror.
It's about balance. I like both.
Mhm.
All right.
I like to laugh.
same.
It's fun. I like a good laugh too. It's awesome.
Comedy.
Jenna.
Oh, I was the one who said I like both. It's about balance.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you. Yes. Grace, your thoughts?
I like comedy. I'm too much of a chicken for movies.
Me too. Alex or Carolina? All right, cool.
Depends on the day. I'd say both.
Oh, you like
I feel
both?
so
Okay.
dark. I feel so dark because I love the murder mysteries and I love the scary movies.
This is a no judgment zone. This is
I promise I'm a good
no,
person.
don't mess with Diana, huh? She's got some background. No.
Right.
Right. Clown or no clowns?
I was looking on that,
No,
Diana.
no
I would
clowns.
pick a horror.
Okay. Just seeing where we're at on clowns. All right, got it. Are you an up late person or an up early person?
Up early.
Early, like early
Late.
Late.
Up late.
and late. I don't
Late,
sleep. I'm a bat.
Wait.
All right. Like, who would rather stay up late or get up early? All
Early.
right. We've figured it out. Okay.
Late.
No. All right. Would you
Late,
rather
yeah.
cook your own meal or DoorDash that business?
Cook.
Dash.
I'm cooking.
Cook.
Okay. We got some cooks. Renee,
DoorDash.
what's your DoorDash? Thank you. Yes. And you have endless money, by the way, for this scenario.
DoorDash.
Michael, are you? Yeah. All right, Michael.
Oh, heck.
Grace.
I like to cook.
Okay. Good. I'm coming over. Jenna.
I said cook too.
You did?
Mhm.
Okay, I'm so sorry. Alex, Carolina. Alex definitely loves to cook. I know. He's probably cooking right now.
No, I'd say once or twice a week cooking. Other than that, we'll pick up.
50-50. Okay, I'm into it. Okay, hot or cold? And we're
Hot.
from two different worlds, Floridians.
Hot.
Hot. Yeah.
I'm freezing
why you-
already. We put the heat on today. It's not even like 50
Same.
something.
I know, right?
Yeah,
What was your
heat's
high
on.
today? So I can try.
Heat.
What is your high? What's your high temperature
Oh.
today?
My high, I want to say,
And what
I'm
was your
not
guys'
sure. 50,
69 maybe?
69, yeah.
60 it was
afternoon?
68
I'm freezing.
here.
It was 49 here. And I wore like no coat because I'm like, it's still summer. It's gonna get brutal. So
Oh, no.
I want to please adopt me someone on this call.
It's a fight of the thermostat though. When you got a partner who likes it cold, it's a fight. Yeah.
Ooh, so
Oh,
let's
yeah.
talk that instead of weather, hot or cold in your house. What do we
I
choose?
like it warm.
Same.
Cold.
Cold.
Thank you. Yes.
At nighttime, I want to burrow
Cool.
though. I want to be the polar bear at night, but I want to like, hibernate, but I need to be comfortable during the day.
Yes. A woman of many degrees.
Yes, I am. Fair,
Now,
fair to
party
say that.
clowns or circus clowns? I want to know where you're at on the clowns, everyone. Party.
Oh.
No clowns.
Party, because I don't like circuses.
Okay.
Party.
Maybe
party clown.
neither.
Yeah, I'm
Neither's
gonna
Neither's
go
a good
no.
answer. Neither's a great answer.
I'm fine with the party clown. I want a little
you.
cool balloon animal. Come on, guys.
Balloon animal, yes, okay.
That's an art form.
It is.
I do
Also,
a
you're all
party
welcome to
clown.
leave your
Me
mute
too.
off in case you couldn't tell. This is a loosey-goosey time together. So you're
What did
welcome.
Michael say?
Fun.
Party clown.
Party
Mhm.
clown.
He's a party man. I'm kidding, but
That's
maybe,
me.
but that's amazing.
That's
All
you.
right. Right. Real clown feet or shoe clown feet. These are pictures I found.
No real feet ever.
Shoe, yeah.
Shoe-
Find the real feet
shoes.
are.
They're
Anyway.
mandals. We like
I know,
shoes.
clown feet. I scared everyone. Clowns. Okay, I'm done with that. All right.
Yeah.
Well, this next game we were gonna play is zombie. And the way this works, though, this could be one that you could definitely. This is a fun one to use for your virtual team, and it's appropriate for the holidays. And believe it or not, Pittsburgh is the zombie capital of the world. George Romero, who did Night of the Living Dead, is a Pittsburgher, and those were filmed here.
Wow.
Not that.
Fun
Yeah,
fact.
that's isn't it? So we have no brains, is what I'm saying here in Pittsburgh. No. Anywho, so the way this game works, this will work best if you're online, and I'm not like trying to bribe you. I get it. Some people can't or whatever if your face is on. So for now, what I'll ask you to do is just, let me think, how will I want you to do that? Maybe just say in the chat or just say out loud, yes or no. Because the way this works, let's say on a team call, everyone's video is on. I'm going to ask a question that's just a yes or no answer. So let's say the question is, and this is another kind of get to know you situation, but also fun. So like, let's say the question is, who here has 3 or more children? And if your hand goes up, your video goes dark and the zombie has bit you. Not like punching you for having children, but whatever the question is, if it applies to you, yes. If it does not, you're still alive. You're still in the game and running. And the way the game plays out is the last person with their video on, they have survived the zombie apocalypse. So we're going to go ahead and play that really quick. So if you are not on, and if you can't be in your chat, I get it. No big deal. That's fine. Just if you can either put it in the chat or verbally say something like yes or no, and then we'll know whether you've lived or died from the zombie.
Love it.
So round 1, the zombies are out. They're in the woods because that's where they hang out. And we need to know who here is allergic to peanuts. If you are allergic to peanuts,
No.
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 oh,
I'm
you've also
alive.
lived. Cool, you've lived to see this round. All right. Next hunt question is, who here has never broken a body part, like never broken a bone? If you
I
have
have
I'm
broken a
alive.
bone,
Bye, y'all.
Fracture count? Does fracture count or break?
let me ask the zombies. Fracture is a break, so you have been chomped in the head.
I am dead. All right.
Yep, you're dead. So if you have broken a bone, you're dead. Get out of here. Oh my gosh, wow.
I'm
really
still
have not ever
alive.
been-
I'm actually still alive. I just can't be on camera right now.
Okay,
Mm,
gotcha.
cool.
Okay, gotcha.
Hold on, I'm confused. If you broke something, you're dead or no?
Wait, you're right. I asked that very weird. See, communication is key, everyone. If you have not broken bone, you are alive. If your bones are
Okay.
like 4, you are still here. If you've
All right,
broken
okay.
a bone, out of here. Okay. I won't do double negative questions. That makes the zombies upset. Okay. Ooh, if you hate coffee, you're dead.
Oh,
Hate
Hate
coffee.
coffee?
Oh,
sad life.
yeah, there's
Love
some
coffee.
people out there, Michael,
I
that hate
know.
coffee.
Stormy's dead. I hate coffee.
See?
no.
Wow.
Had to
I'm
come.
obsessed.
Okay.
Still alive.
Okay, still hanging in there. All right. If you have, okay, I'll make sure I stay PG. Okay, if you have ever been in a fist fight ever in your life, like from youth on, if you have been in a fist fight, the zombies, they just ate your brain. If you, I mean,
If siblings count, I'm
siblings
out.
count, 'cause that's why my camera's off.
Okay. All right.
So we
I'm
out.
can't
No.
come back to life, I guess, right? Once we're dead, we're
Not
dead. We
this
can't come back.
round.
All right.
Not
I'm
this
out.
one. Michael, you survived. Renee. Oh, Michael's dead. Renee, is there somebody whose camera wasn't on? Is someone still alive? Otherwise,
Yes.
Renee is the survivor, and we'll
Woo!
Oh, exciting.
Renee
Yes.
lives.
All right, let's do one more round. Okay, a quick round, flash round. So if you have a camera, come back, and then we will dive into some other stuff. Okay, so this round is, and if Diana and Jessica could help keep me faithful to time, that
Oh,
would
sure.
be
We got
amazing.
plenty of time. We're good.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay,
we are
good.
good. We got plenty of time here.
Yeah, we go till 11:30 p.m. Right? Okay, perfect.
Right? I'll still be up.
Okay. All right, next round. If you have ever slept in and missed your time, whoa, you're safe. You are
Ooh,
safe.
Okay,
twist.
say that again. Say that
On
again.
me.
If we
If you
slept,
have slept in, the zombies aren't going to eat your brain. So,
no, I wish I could. I try.
meaning you missed an appointment. Renee, that was another one I did wrong, to be quite honest. Okay,
Okay.
so we're coming back. All right, how about this? If you are lactose intolerant, you're out of here. You're gone. I think I am. So, son of a.
I'm here. I'm still here.
All
Yay,
right,
milk.
that's
Hanging out. Yay.
hobbling survivors. Okay. How about if you have ever, let's see, if you have ever missed a air flight, you are dead.
Oh, I know.
Well,
See you
I'm
later.
dead.
Okay,
Bye, guys.
Storm's dead.
got it.
Bye-bye.
Let's see, if you have ever lost something that was super incredibly valuable, I'm so sorry, but the zombies have eaten your head.
I'm dead.
Wait, actually though, were you the last one there?
Was I? Anyone
I
in
think the
chat?
zombie
Anyone on a
actually-
video? Anyone
There
on
were
a
no
I'm still
survivors
here.
that round. I'm so sorry. I just decided the zombies, yeah, they
It's
did
an
that.
apocalypse.
Okay, we can come back. All right, so sorry everyone died that round. Last round, three's a charm. Let's see who will survive with Renee's ancestors. Okay, this round. Let me see. I just realized I have, instead of working so hard, I do have a great list of questions. So I'm gonna pull that up. There are a lot of really cool resources when you look through things. Okay.
I can see where this is fun
You
with
have
teams too.
4 or more siblings, the zombie just ate your head.
I'm dead.
I know,
Wow.
it's tough.
There was 4 of us.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
That's really awesome. Okay. Well, unfortunately, it got you going. Okay. If you have ever ridden a horse, the zombie just ate your head.
Oh, ouch.
I
I'm
know.
out.
It's painful. Ah. All right. Let's see. If you like Pepsi
No.
more than Coke. Oh, wait, I think I'm out. If you like Pepsi, is there anyone else still alive?
I think you're the
Oh my
winner.
Oh my, I'm the winner, you guys and gals and friends. Woo! All right, cool.
Woo.
So you get it. This
Fun
is a fun
game.
one. All right. Cool. So
Fun.
we all just survived various levels of a zombie apocalypse. That's really exciting. Can you still see the screen that says zombie?
Yes.
All right,
Yeah.
cool. Awesome. Give yourself another pat on the back. Let's give each other a high five. 3, 2, 1, high five the camera, or high five it from your heart. All right, cool. Thank you, everyone. Okay, so let's dive into a little bit of what we just kind of experimented with. And that, thank you. Wonderful job. I want to celebrate.
You're on mute. You got on mute.
Okay, sorry. Was I muted?
For like 2
Okay, I'm
seconds.
good. So what is improv? It's kind of some stuff we were just doing. So, whoopsie daisy. Improv is the art of being in the moment, ready to collaborate with an open mind. And that's exactly what we just participated in for the past like 15 minutes or so, right? In an improv situation, in an improvised situation, which in my case, I'm talking live and in person, or in some type of creative avenue that often uses the voice, uses the body. People improvise in dance, people improvise in jazz, people improvise, stream of conscious writing. There's several movies. Has anyone ever watched Curb Your Enthusiasm?
Yes.
That show on
A lot of
HBO.
fun.
Larry David. So that is actually, though they know what's going to happen, all of that dialogue is improvised, and there's meaning they know what they're getting to, but they're allowing themselves to just kind of be in the moment and not be as rigid. But people often mistake improv as being, oh, I'm just going to make something up real quick in the moment and be like, get myself out of a jam. And it's way deeper than that. It's actually, though you are in essence saying things that are maybe unwritten, unscripted, I'll say, you are though adhered to the art of being in the moment, ever present, ready to collaborate, and having that open mind. So again, I should have put a picture of Neo in that Matrix where he's moving slow motion in real time so that he's hyper aware of everything in his atmosphere and he's ready to be available for whatever is coming his way next, whether it's to serve someone, to react to someone, etc. Improv is play, which is what we just engaged in. It's freedom to allow yourself to think in any way, to be free to connect with people in any way that's in the boundary of respect, of course, just like on a scrum team. It's honesty at its purest form. Children are a perfect example of the play and that freedom. There's no malice in their heart. There's no agenda. All they want to do is be present and entertained with you. That's why they don't have how old am I? They don't have a sense of time typically, because who cares? And honestly, wouldn't that be freeing in some respects in our adult life or in our human existing life? Like, okay, whatever, I'm an age or whatevs, this session's going to go till 5 a.m. Who cares? I'm kidding. But you get what I'm saying.
I'll hang out with you.
Improv in this state of play is a space of a unique respect, I've come to learn. And I just even in interacting with you all, by you revealing whether you like hot or cold, whether you even just said a word that said, I want to be a minion, anything we reveal with each other, like I'm now able to respect that thing that's about you, that's unique about you. If you share a line of code with me that you were able to condense down to 1 line instead of 24, I'm like, thanks for sharing that with me. Like, oh my gosh, like you didn't have to let me know that. And any little nugget is like gonna give me a whole Happy Meal full of treats.
I love that.
And this was one of the fun things in an improv show. It's live. When it's live, it's the richest. So even in the one mainstream show, which we'll tap on these things in just a moment, was Whose Line Is It Anyway? If you haven't seen the show, feel free to YouTube it or anything like that. And it's basically a set of actors that got suggestions from Drew Carey, which were brought in from the audience. And then people riff off of it, but within a structured way. Same thing if someone comes to you and brings you a problem, brings you a quandary, brings you a question. we get to utilize these tools and have a creative spin on our perspective, our outcome. And when it's upheld by those Scrum values or upheld by those tenets of being agile, where you're like, hey, I'm here to communicate and collaborate with you. I'm present with you. I'm not afraid. I'm not looking for doom. I'm not worried about the worst. Like, we're going to discover something new together. We're going to discover what the zombie will chomp my brain about. Now I know Diana has a lot of temperatures my girl needs throughout the day. Like, so now we all learned a little bit more about each other. But the truth is, let's say we were coworkers, I'd be able to go, hey, do you want to borrow my sweater? I know it's like chilly.
Love it. Yeah. Or I might be irritable because I'm like, I have arthritis and it hurts me to be cold, right? You don't know that about somebody because we don't always, like, we're invisible, right? Sometimes. I love it.
Yeah. And often I notice with some of my coworkers that I work remote from, whenever I get a chance to have a quick moment of interaction, like, often people love to share, like, yeah, and I was driving to go get chicken nuggets. I'm obsessed with chicken nuggets these days. But anyways, like, I'm excited to share with you something when I know that you're going to respect me and we have freedom and trust amongst each other. And now you're going to be like a coworker of mine. Okay, here's the real truth with the chicken nugget thing. McDonald's just released those Halloween buckets that were like big in the 80s. And I was like, I love the 80s so much. So my coworker was like, sent me a picture and was like, they're out today. And I literally ran to my car and like dropped what I was doing at work and was like, I'm running to that McDonald's before they sell out.
Snaps to that.
I had to have
Love it.
So it was something so dumb. And then we shared pictures with each other and it was like, but it was like lifted up our day. You get this. Utilize these tools for yourself. So a quick little piece of history of the origins of improvisation. I'm sure there are, different, even deeper historical references, such as Commedia dell'arte is like one of the first known moments of like riffing or character creation. It's Italy, like in the 1600s or something. And that was rooted in a lot of archetypes we still see today, the wise old sage, the like damsel in distress, the villain, all of these, the jester who's always the clown for the scene, a lot of things Shakespeare used, classic story elements. Those have been in existence, but the term improv and the art form of improv is actually an American art form. And we don't have many because we're a young country and so many places created and originated things that musical theater is like an American art form. I mean, at least how we do it. But improv kind of has a really cool origin. And around the late 1930s in Chicago, Illinois, Viola Spolin, she was a social worker who invented improvisational games in order to get children to interact with each other, especially children who didn't speak the same language. She literally wrote a bunch of exercises, such as just interactive games, as we call them, a little pocket of a moment where there's some guidelines, and the stretch of interaction can be as small or wide as the time affords, as humans are available to participate, etc. And she did this work actually originally at an orphanage there, that was founded by a woman, and it's really fascinating. So she continued to do these works. Her son, Paul Sills, was like, these are really interesting, Mom. I'm going to take them to my college friends on the campus of University of Illinois, Chicago, which is a very heavy technical campus. Like, it's like near Ivy League level still. And he said, my friends and I we want to write stuff. They wanted to this was now like early 50s. They wanted to commentate on the political times, feeling that like youth angst of how can I express my voice? So as the director, her son took the exercises and taught it to the fellow adults. Some of those adults included Alan Arkin, the guy, I can't remember his name right this second, but some of you would know, who was the dad on Everybody Loves Raymond and the Frankenstein and Young Frankenstein.
Can't think of the name, but I know who you're talking about. I visually see him.
Joan Rivers was an originator. Mike Nichols and Elaine May, two original improvisers. So in the 50s, they utilized these exercises to interact, come up with content, riff with each other in a safe, exploratory, fun, edgy, pushing any boundaries that group's comfortable with kind of way, and spun off this art form. And that is where it blew up in Chicago. It still is huge there and has spun off into all of these pop culture entities, such as Saturday Night Live is a direct entity born out of improvisation. The exact process is what was used at Second City. I'm not sure if you're familiar with them. They're the institution that that University of Illinois Chicago group evolved into calling themselves the Second City. And that was a nod to a writer in the 1950s of the New York Magazine, which is known for being on the, highfalutin side, called Chicago, like they're the second biggest city. I guess they're good. They're second to us. So they ironically named themselves Second City to be like, you're right, we're the second city. So their name is even kind of a sarcastic dig. But then their work is often political in nature, since that's something we all are affected by, and on all ends of it, they leave no one to spare. Then different artists that are popular that came through there, Amy Poehler, Tina Fey, some of my personal favorites, to stand-up comedy, which was comedy clubs were born in like the 70s officially in the United States, kind of faded away in the 80s. But there's a chain called the Improv where people, whoever, from any background of life, whether they're like, there's a man who's a surgeon, Ken Jeong, who is a really prominent comedian. Then there's people that are like, I used to be a construction worker. I'm not comparing those on either end, but like from different walks of life, bringing their mindset and riff on ideas. And then we have modern tools. Oh, then there's a Who's Line, YouTube, which was born in the 2007s and on. Like that literally changed all of our lives forever. There's so much content on there that's people sharing from their guts, sharing from that, feeling that freedom, that creative space. So we've witnessed the evolution of in-person things to this new dimension that we're on right now. One area of my work is I love working with young people who, and TikTok, I'm like so into, and put some stuff on there as well. But that entertainment moves at the speed of lightning, and it's like nothing we've ever seen in our world. We're really, and all of us being in tech, I assume for the most part, entertainment and communication and ideas and comedic values and stories are shared so fast and in the smallest segments ever. It's endlessly fascinating and a really interesting take on what communication is, how people collaborate. And we're doing it right now. We're all in different places. Like if you told our grandmas that, they'd be like, what? Like that would blow their minds away. So we get to stay up with the time. But here's just some references on where you see improv all the time. So improv is being, yes, and. So what is improv? It's being in this space of yes. There's a mantra in improv that you may have heard called yes and. People debate it because everyone loves to debate everything, but I think it's just a great simple anchor that what does yes mean? Yes is the nature of agreement. It's coming alongside someone, being the arm around their shoulder, being present with somebody. But if we were to say, yes, I love that, that's a one-way street. We're kind of stopping there. But if I add the concept of and with that, now it boils down to me agreeing with you and being joined with you, collaborating with you. So it's an inherent concept to allow us to grow a scene in the improv world, which is essentially a conversation, a fictional conversation rooted in something that was either given to us by the audience or inspired based on what happened in the last scene. Like it's all about grabbing the inspiration in the moment and allowing it to funnel through the stories you're weaving in front of people. That's what improv is. But isn't that what we do when we're facilitating a group? We're that conduit, we're that funnel of I've heard this, I heard this energy, I heard this feeling, and I'm being your guide and letting it come through me, and I'm going to bring it clarity and maybe point it to someone that needs to hear something, or point it to an area that we all need to recognize because it was heard and already said in the room. Another simple idea of how to improvise is awareness and repetition. That was one of my favorite teachers at a different school in Chicago. I studied there for 7 years, and it was an amazing time of my life to get to just saturate myself in comedy. But the awareness and then repetition. So meaning, let's say I'm doing a scene and I'm a circus clown eating chicken nuggets, but let's say I'm grumpy and I just came up with that. Someone was like, clown. And I'm like, anything else? And they're like, chicken nuggets. I'm like, sure, okay, I'll use that scene. So but I feel inspired, like that's a weird idea. So, or that's hilarious. So I'm gonna be grumpy. And I just start being like, oh, my gigs aren't working, whatever my character is. I'm aware of like, oh, I'm grumpy right now and I'm a clown. What do clowns do? I'm gonna repeat all the things clowns do. Maybe they have a nose, they're adjusting their wig, they're like making their cheeks rosier, like, and maybe with chicken nuggets, maybe I have 3 of them that I'm like savoring so much, or maybe I'm like taking a bite and throwing them. So when I'm aware of the little choices I'm making in the moment and I repeat them, I'm whipping up a character in a story in the moment. That's just, so that's one way to like, yeah. Do we have any questions or anything?
I think Jessica has her hands up. So Jessica, what would you like to ask?
Missy, I know you gave us the responsibility of time check. We
Thank
do
you.
end at 8, so we have less than
Okay.
15 minutes remaining. Do we
breakout?
still want to do the breakout room?
Yeah, I love it. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you so much. Yeah, so thank you. I will respond to that change. So I'm actually I'll do a breakout room in like 2 minutes or so. So improv is a mindset was what I was getting at. So now it's like quickly examine Agile, which I don't have to go hard on this because I know you're all in that realm, in this sphere, and you want to, you know, be, you do these things. You are these things. Well, just like our manifesto says, you know, we prioritize individuals and interactions, the working whatever. Right now, we've been in a laboratory in a working situation of these improv tools and improv games. We've just played a few. Customer collaboration, when you're on a stage, the customer is the audience that's there to watch you. You know, we're there to be fluid in the moment with whoever wants to work with us. And that's who we're serving and bringing our goodness to. And then responding to change, just like we have to in these moments in this workshop to get the most out of it. Like, we're going to just adapt as we go, right? I love this quote from one of the co-authors / person who signed this, Alistair Cockburn, for the Agile Manifesto. He says, Agile is an attitude, not a technique with boundaries. An attitude has no boundaries. So we wouldn't ask, can I use Agile here? But rather, how would I act in the Agile way here? Or how Agile can we be here? Same thing with like, can we improvise here if we were to use that playful mentality? So Agile is something we don't do, we are it. So even in the improv world, all of those things I shared, there are tools to help me, you know, exist in that mindset, in that world. Same thing with the manifesto we have, and the same thing we get to lead in our times with teams, because business and the like financial aspects of our work will remind us to be like, we have to do X, Y, and Z and da, 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 da. But it's our job to help be there to remember, like, and those things we're dealing money with or doing business with are human beings that are made up of all these thoughts, ideas, and X, Y's, and Z's. And we get the gift of interacting with those people and exploring all of these joyful elements, which don't take much time. Could take a ton of time, you know, it's up to your time limit. But when we engage in them, and especially as agilists, we're kind of called to be that leader with that change, like asking those powerful questions. Imagine if you come at it from an improviser's mindset, how playful you might be, or how free you might feel, or how creative, you know, you might be to address some of these things. Just a thought. it's a mindset. Agile is a mindset. It is not a methodology. It's not a thing like, it's a way of existing while we're in that sphere. And as the leaders of it, like we have to exude that and allow ourselves to be held accountable. Same as an improviser. I can't go, and it's a struggle. Like it's not, there's times of defeat. There's times of like, I can't do this, or I'm not doing it right, or I'm off. There's times when I'm improvising that I'm like, yeah, I'm forcing laughs, or I'm not listening well, and I'm pushing my own agenda. And those scenes usually fall apart, aren't fun, aren't filled with that joy. So it makes it rough. Same thing with Agile. When I try to force things or bypass things, missing the mark there hurts everyone. I mean, it doesn't destroy things to the ground. It could though. And that's why we see some companies, miss a target, miss opportunities because of that resistance. So it's also a space of being yes when you're in the Agile mindset. Being yes in these 4 elements we've talked of a lot today. Mindset. Okay, so I wanted to go back to our laboratory, and thank you, Jessica, for helping keep me on time. Based on what we did, I would love to practice this idea of yes. And the way we're going to do that is I'm going to put the directions in the chat here of what we're going to do. So with your friend, your partner that you'll get in your chat room, you're going to go on a vacation, and it will be 2 people, person A and person B. You will ask, person A will start, whoever you want that to be. Do you want to go to blah, blah, blah? Invite the other person somewhere. Okay. I'm going to give you the instructions for when it's yes. I'd love for you to do 1 round of just saying no, or let me experiment now. Who would like to be my partner for 5 seconds? Renee, want to be my partner? Okay, cool.
Sure.
Great, cool. So I'm going to ask you anything and just say no. Okay. Hey, Renee, oh my gosh, do you want to go get chicken nuggets, Halloween chicken nuggets with me at McDonald's?
Oh, that sounds horrifying. No.
Ah!
You're actually really charming, so that was fun. And let's say I'm like, okay, bye, like right and scene, we're done. So we can't go anywhere else. Now I want you, whatever I ask you, just say yes, but nothing else. Hey, Renee, oh my gosh, I just saw this whole big bathtub filled with adorable puppies, and someone said we can go hold them. Do you want to come with me?
Yes. Of course, yes.
Okay. See, you're compelled to say more, right? But just say yes, which cool. But you're like, I want to tell you more because that sounds amazing, right? Now let's do it. Whatever I ask you, I want you to say yes, and I want you to build on to whatever you want to do. Elevate it. Okay, I'll make mine less insane to start with. Okay. Hey, Renee, do you want to go to Disney World with me?
Yes. I live in Florida and love Disney.
And add something else you'd like to do with it.
I hate Disney. I mean, I love Disney, and I would
pretend.
also love to go to Universal.
Yeah.
Yes. And
Awesome.
I absolutely want to go to Universal, and then we should go to a beach, girl. Come back with me with one more thing.
Yes.
Yes.
You get it.
Yep.
So I'm gonna send you away for however many minutes. We could do maybe 4 minutes. Is that
Maybe like 2 minutes, I think, with our time, maybe like a couple minutes.
Okay.
Yeah,
really
be quick. 2 people per room.
Yep, 2 people per room.
Awesome. One question, maybe.
Yeah, just do 1 round of whoever. Blah blah blah. I can't find the chat, but you
okay, should be at the bottom. Jessica, I think, can set up the breakout.
Oh, I found
Oh, it's already happening. Everyone's
Okay.
breaking out.
Okay,
And I want to join one too. I want to do this. I'm gonna leave you guys here.
Okay.
I'm gonna, you guys can do it together. I left you guys together.
Okay,
Carolina.
awesome. Okay.
Hey.
Have fun.
Bye. Oh,
Can't
and
wait to hear it.
Daisha is supposed to be in room 1. Daisha, are you still with us?
Or she can stay.
Hi.
Hi.
Because Carolina's by herself. Yeah, cool. All right, we're all set. I'm gonna go join. Bye, y'all.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Okay, want to play,
Okay.
Diana?
Yeah, this
Okay.
is fun. You're doing great. I know we're close to time, but we're doing
I'm
awesome. I think
sorry.
no. It's a fun group. It's so much fun. And I was waiting a little bit for people to join, but let's do your thing. Let's go.
Okay, ready? Do you want to go to a party with me?
Yes.
This round, do yes and we'll start
Yes.
slow and let's see where we can build to.
Yes. And can I bring friends?
Yes. And can you bring an extra friend for me to hang out with?
Yes, I have the perfect person that I think you would love to hang out with.
Yes. And I will bring party hats for all of us to wear.
Yes, and I actually have some cool accessories that we could just like decide to see what we want to pull into our costumes. I love it.
Yes. And I have a huge convertible hot tub limousine that we can all go in.
Oh my God, yes. And do we need to bring bathing suits? Because I might wear
Yes.
that under my costume.
Yes. And there will be extra bathing suits in the limo with a private changing area.
Yes, and oh gosh, I mean, I guess, is it chemically treated pool? Yes,
There are no germs in this pool.
We're
It's
good.
magical.
yes.
And we will have champagne.
Yes, and I absolutely love that. And I will probably light some candles or have some ambiance on top of the limo. Hopefully it doesn't drive too fast to like blow them off.
Yes. And we will all bring a witch's potion to dispel of any bad energy in our lives.
Yes, and can I maybe have a special spell for somebody who might have done me wrong and I just might want to like say that out loud just at that
Yes.
moment.
Yes, at the next intersection, we will cast spells.
Yes, and I love where this is going. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be such a fun night. I think yes, and I need to take the next day off of work.
Yes. And I honestly might just go full-time witch, hot tub witch. And
Yes.
we can go on forever. So look where we started. And this is what I'll just quickly
It's
point
fun.
out.
I love it.
It's
These
like
are
a party to casting spells.
very fun tool. Very fun tool. I love it. And with yes and is really big as coaches. We do it a lot. But we have to remind people, right? Like why we're doing it. I'm going to remind her. So she is actually running the breakouts. I'm going to have her bring everyone back. I just have very quick announcements. So I think we're okay.
Okay. Yeah, I'm
Okay.
just wrapping up my.
It's okay. And
I'm
sometimes
working
it's
on my
okay. But
last
yeah,
slide,
it's okay.
so-
Yep, we're good. I just need a couple of minutes. So let me see if I can chat her to bring us back. Let me just, all right, here we go. Jessica, let's bring us back. I'm always like paranoid. I don't know why my shower wasn't working. I'm so annoyed with that. I tested that out earlier. I did this like new screen, this new monitor that I added.
Yeah,
Super annoying, sorry. Like I tested that out earlier, I guess. So I think my,
I didn't get to see the time check.
it's okay. All right. So I just sent her a message. I will, so if I could close all rooms, would it, okay, I'm going to say go.
Yep, close all rooms, we'll
Like-
bring them all back.
Oh, let's just do it. Let's just do it. I'm just going to do it. All right. Hopefully it works. Hopefully everyone comes back. Is everyone joining? Oh, 50, they get a minute warning. Okay.
Okay.
Hey, welcome everyone. That was fun.
Yay! Hi, Grace. Hi, Renee.
Hello.
Oh.
Everyone should be jumping back in quickly. Hopefully we got a little bit of a wrap up.
So we started with party, and where did we end up, Diana?
Being able to, oh gosh, it ended up with our exes and casting spells on them. So
Come on.
yes, we ended up having a
About
party
mine.
and a hot tub on a limo and costumes and accessories, and then spells and being able to cast them if we wanted to, and taking off the next day because we knew it was going to be a late night. So it was a fun conversation.
it got wild. Where did Renee and Grace get to? Like, how did your situation unfold?
We overthought it a little bit, I'll admit. And we started out on a European cruise, and then we went to Greece for some Sambuca, and then we went to Cinque Terre in Italy. And then we kind of got a little bit lost, and we ended up in South America. So we're all good.
All good. I'm telling you, it's fun. I love it.
I love it. Michael, who was your partner and where did you start and where did you end up?
Well, I didn't realize it was a travel. So we started
It could
off
be
with,
anything.
with
Yeah.
hot chocolate, and we ended up in Italy.
Oh, wow.
Italy lovers.
And Jenna was, we didn't just say yes, we said yes and it worked out great.
Yeah.
Indeed, he was a good yes and partner. Although I lost my audio the entire time, guys. I don't know what happened. We were texting it.
Oh.
So even better,
Well, then
yes
I'll have to
ands.
call you and tell you everything. I
Yeah,
will
but
do.
actually, that's right.
I'll let it go to text.
We improvised on that. There was a problem with so that was,
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I wish we could spend a million years together, but I'm going to do a rapid wrap up. So, and if you feel free to write some of these down and spend maybe a few minutes, whether it's today, later, on your phone, a note. What are some discoveries? So if we were to retrospective our time together, what were the questions I would ask you? What are some discoveries you made about yourself today? Connections, any curiosities that have been uncovered, anything that you feel like a new one. I have to say and then some takeaways, maybe some of the less activities we did, some of the games or exercises or team building, elements that we did. I call these games team building because that is what it is. That's how I get kids to connect with each other. That's how I teach adults these things, all ages. I'm excited to bring it to the agile and tech world in a fresh, fun way. And there's ways to do these things with, not a comedic tone or an uplifting tone. If you need to address something troubling or address something in a serious way, there's so many, you can improvise improvising. So I will say one of my takeaways is hearing Michael just say, and we improvise, just like literally made my soul melt into a million pieces. I love that you felt that moment for a moment. I wanted to just say also, thank you so much for letting me share with you. I would love to come back. Here's another, I have a handout that I will have it shared with Diana and can get to you. Yes, and make others look good. That's our thoughts on stage. Listen to your own guts, listen to each other's guts, be in the moment and have fun. That's all that matters on earth. And if we can make money while doing it, holla. Amy Poehler says no one looks stupid when they're having fun. So just let yourself be the you want to be. Look at this fun picture. With that shirt on is really what I meant. So here's my information. Please find me on LinkedIn. I love to I'm re-inspired even just from being with you today to make more fun content and make fun interactions. Message me, I'm your friend now. You can't get rid of me.
No, we don't want to get rid of you. And guys, so
resources, and I'll have that for you. Thank you. This was so awesome. Back to you, Diana.
Yes, and so everyone, just going to share real quickly. First of all, I want to share that December, we're still working on a speaker for November. If anyone is interested in speaking or knows someone that you think would be a great speaker, please share that with us. Also looking for co-organizers, reach out to us. We need all the help we can get. We're really trying to reinvigorate after COVID and hopefully get some monthly speakers and activities and content. December 15th is going to be an awesome speaker, Angie McCourt, who is my leader, previously transformation leader at Tech Data, known her for years, hired me to lead the Agile practice at Tech Data years ago, and has now left the corporate world to become a mindset success coach, has 2 books out and just some courses. I mean, just inspiration altogether. Really look forward to that one. So please join us in December. Again, please reach out to us. I'm going to also send a copy of this deck so that you all have our how to connect with us and all that information. And Missy, thank you so much. This was so much fun, so interactive, and I mean, this is so invigorating. Things that these tools that you taught us, we can bring to our teams every day, right? How do we shift a mood when things are kind of hostile and maybe stale in a room or there's tension? How do we break that? You just gave us some really good tools to handle that. Absolutely appreciate you and everyone for joining tonight. This was awesome. Really appreciate you. We did record this. We will share this out there on Meetup, and we have your your emails being part of the Meetup group. And please come back. We're gonna have some great content. We really look forward to more participation. Bring your friends. Bring everyone, we love it. We want to grow and really start to bond with others in the Agile community and really grow this group. Thank you so much, everyone. This has been awesome. Thank you, Missy.
Thank
You were
you.
so awesome.
Missy.
It was
Bye.
great.
Thanks, Diana.
So much
Great.
fun. Thank you,
Missy.
guys.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Thank
Bye,
you so
Michael.
much.
Thank you. Bye, Renee.
Bye, everyone.
Anna, Carolina.
Bye.
Bye, bye, Michael.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Thank